I guess I know. I never really saw myself as a celebrity, and I don't think I'll ever be able to get to that status. Definitely I'm well known in ski racing, but with the Olympics, with World Championships, with more and more media, more coverage about my own career every year, for sure it's getting bigger, and it's a little bit difficult to handle, but I have a team around me that really helps me handle all of those different aspects of the career and allows me to really focus on the task at hand, which is skiing.
Yeah, I mean, your team is so supportive. We've documented those that help you on this show before, but clearly hard work and natural talent are key to your success. If you had to put your finger on one reason for everything you've achieved, what would it be?
One thing. I don't think there is one thing. I really don't. I mean, when you talk to athletes who have had a lot of success in their own sport, there's always a whole slew of things that have really helped them get to that point. And it's sponsors, it's family, it's their coaches, and it's the same thing with me. Every experience that I've had up until this point has helped me get to this point. And I'm sure every experience I have in the future will help me get to the next successes or failures as well. So there really isn't one thing, I don't think.
Yeah, skiing is a very fast sport, as you know. It's dangerous, and when things go wrong, the injuries can be really serious. How often do you stop to think about that aspect of what you do?
I probably think about that, the injury side of the sport, more than most skiers. A lot of skiers you talk to will say, injury is part of it, it's the risk, you accept that and move forward. And I am not always willing to accept that risk, and a lot of races I will actually sort of slow down if I feel like there is more risk to it. Even one of the races this season, I decided not to start and give up valuable points that I could have earned just because I didn't feel like it was safe. But I guess there is a point where nothing in ski racing is really that safe. So it's about risk management and accepting a certain amount of risk and not pushing it beyond that so you can avoid the serious injuries, which I've been able to do so far. My biggest injury was last season. I was out for 2 months for a knee injury, but it wasn't the biggest deal. I didn't need surgery, and that was a turning point when I realized, okay, I'm really going to have to be aware of this in the future. If I want to have a long career with a lot of health involved, then I need to make sure I manage those risks wisely.
Hey, Mikaela, I've got another stat for you. When Lindsey Vonn was your age, she'd only won 4 World Cup races. You've got 31 already. You're on course to blow what she's done completely out of the water. What is it that motivates you to be so good?
Lindsey is actually a huge motivator for me, being one of my biggest idols ever since I was a little girl, and being able to train with her sometimes, just see how she operates. That's been a big inspiration for me. But I'm also inspired by other athletes. I'm inspired by feeling like if I continue to do the sport and do it well, then maybe I can be an inspiration for the next generation of ski racers. And I'm really inspired by the passion for the sport and the training days that are grueling and bad weather, and you can't even see 5 feet in front of you, but working through those days, and then the next day might be sunny, perfect weather, and just an absolute pleasure to be out there skiing. And there's a lot of, it's like a roller coaster. There's a lot of emotional peaks and valleys in the sport, and I love all of that about it, and it just keeps me wanting more.
Hey, Mikaela, most of us probably wouldn't be too keen on bringing our parents to work every day, but that is what you do. Your mum is constantly by your side on tour. How important is that for you? What is she able to do that makes such a difference?
Well, I mean, I guess first and foremost, she's my mom, obviously, and there's a huge piece of that a lot of the best ski racers have some kind of family with them, whether it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a wife or a parent. And a lot of them have brothers or sisters around as well. But for me, when I started on the World Cup, the deal is you basically ship off to Europe in October, and you stay over there and race for the entire season until March. And I was 16 when I was first going to do that, and I said, I'm not doing that alone. I barely know my coaches. I don't know Europe, and I need somebody to come over and help me with this. And she came over. She's always been involved with my skiing. She's one of the best coaches I've ever worked with. So it was sort of a no-brainer for me to say, yeah, Mom, come over with me, travel with me, give up your life so I can try to have some success in the sport. And it's been a huge advantage. I mean, if there's one thing that gives me the biggest advantage over my competition, it's probably having that dynamic with her as my mom, my biggest supporter, and one of my best coaches.